Welcome to my channel, guys. So this is not going to be a tutorial kind of a video, but more of a demonstration of a tool, a small tool that I have recently written. It's called the Eyeris.exe. The tool is PE, that, as you can say, it's converted from Python to exe. So yeah, basically I also have a code right here. If you want to edit it, if you want to have some more functionality, you can just do it from here. But I have the compiled version here as well. So the main purpose of this is to see how a malware executes itself and launches new processes, launches new child processes, and then what are the hash values of those. So the goal here is to have hash values and network connections and the knowledge of child processes of a malware, so we can build custom queries into our EDRs. So if you are a security analyst at this moment, so you already know that this kind of feature is already built within the EDRs, but of course we do not have a lot of what can I say, like it's not possible in the client's environment to test malwares or to test custom written malwares. That is completely illegal. So yeah, and also we do have stuff like Microsoft Process Explorer or Procmon, but yeah, that for processes that are short-lived, it's a little bit hard to see it, to visualize it, to extract every bit of information from it. We can do that, but yeah, what my tool does is the exact same thing, but it's a more easier of a process that I can promise you. So I will just show you a demonstration. I have already downloaded this piece of a tool right here. I don't find it anymore. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, it lost within my own wallpaper. Sorry for that. So anyhow, so I have downloaded Eyeris right here, and for the demonstration I have found this guy. I think the name I think the name is right in here. So thank you, Florian Roth, for making something like this. Thank you, Nextron Systems. So this is a open source tool Nextron Systems have put in GitHub. What it does is it's basically simulates an APT, as in, if you are not in a security field, APT means advanced persistent threats, where the malware is just not a piece of a virus file that you double click and yeah, you got hacked. It's not like that. It's more of a process where a dropper file first downloads, then it downloads another dropper, then it downloads another dropper, then it downloads a configuration file. Maybe it has a password where it decrypts the encrypted actual malware. Maybe it is Metasploit or Cobalt Strike or PowerShell Empire, whatever it might be. So what happens is they download that file, they decrypt it, they launch the virus in different stages, and that's how they manage to bypass EDRs sometimes. Maybe sometimes the EDR does not give us the whole truth about it. Maybe we are alerted of a certain something, so maybe a part of the whole malware process. So yeah, this is a APT simulator that they have built. They have performed stuff like actual hackers do. So I have also downloaded the zip file right from here. It's right in here, as you can see. The only requirement is that you have to first build the pack, which I have already built. So I will just directly go ahead and run APT simulator when I am running the test, and I will just show you now. So first what I will do is go to administrative CMD. That's what APT simulator needs. So yeah, I will go back to this perfect directory. Let me just see if it works. Nope, it doesn't. So no problem. I will just go cd users network main and my desktop. From there, APT simulator, good. dir. Yep, I have another folder. So APT simulator and dir. We have the files right here. So before running it, what I will do is I will also run Eyeris with an administrative privilege. So as you can see, it's pretty much simple. It says that this is a process tracer made in Python that can be referenced for creating custom detection queries for various malwares. So what is the purpose here? So as I've already told you, we do not have a luxury to run custom malwares in the client's environment. So what you can do, you can just spin up a VM in your own home PC and network isolate it, and then just run this, and it will give you a list of all the processes that the main process has run, also along with the hashes of the values if any connections have been made outwards. So yeah, I will just be honest here. Sometimes I will also be saying that the main tool behind my program is psutil. So psutil sometimes doesn't grab the network connections. I'm sorry for that. I cannot do anything about it. But yeah, sometimes it also does. I will keep working on that. I will promise you that. So anyhow, a graph is also provided by default. You have to install the GraphViz Windows binary that can be downloaded for free from the internet. So I have already done that. Also, this will generate a JSON for future references. You can go to any of these websites to view the JSON in a EDR-like format where it will give you a visualized form of a tree structure of all the processes, their hashes, their network connections, their command lines mainly. So it is some kind of, you can say that a particular method of what EDR does along with what Process Explorer or Procmon does in a simple exe file that is basically Eyeris that I have made. So what I will do is, it is asking me for an administrative CMD. Anyhow, I have this CMD open, and this is the CMD where I will perform the test. So what I will do, I'll just go to Task Manager, and I'll see, this is, as you can see, Eyeris is running, Eyeris.exe. This is just, you know, how AutoPy2exe or PyInstaller works. Anyhow, so this is the command prompt that is being targeted. So 10176 is the process ID. So what I will do is I forgot it already, 10176, okay. It is asking me for the activity name. So let's see, apt simulator test. Now at this point nothing will happen. Now it is basically asking me to do whatever apt simulation action that I want to do from this particular process ID 10176, which is this prompt. So what I will do, I will just run apt simulator.bat. That is the simulator here. So apt simulator.bat. Great, they are just giving me the typical BS. Anyhow, I want to harm my computer. So yeah, run every test. I'm not going to do that. Collection, command and control, credential. Okay, nice one. Credential access is a nice one. So I will just do that. It's in option 3. Let's see what it does. Okay, it is trying to dump the LSAS with procdump. So do we have procdump, or it's going to be downloaded? Seems like it is not downloading. It has the file within the folder itself, saying that it is dropping a mimic ads. Okay, why they are asking me to download this .NET framework? Okay, no problem. I will just do that as well. It's saying that dropping a mimic ads built into the apt directory. Okay, finish check for errors. Okay, the file is open with command prompt, but it still failed. Maybe because this particular file is not here. But no problem. This is enough for me. I think enough has been captured. What I will do is I will just close this original prompt that is having the process ID of 10176. So I will just close that, and let's see what happens. Wow, so that's what I want. This is how also EDR gives you the results, but it is pretty much obvious that you cannot run something like this in your client's environment or in your client's VDI. So this is just for your own usage. If you want to build custom queries to custom malwares, and you want to say, for example, maybe Sentinel-1 is an EDR, right? So you want to say you have a custom malware called maybe what, custom. So you want to prevent the client from executing that malware by saying like the base process is command prompt, which has the hash, for example ABCD, creates a target path where the name is maybe custom.exe, or the hash value equal to this, or command line contains this, and the child process or the target path has this. So if you want to do something like that, this tool will help you out doing that. So as you can see, cmd exe was run with the command line, just a normal cmd exe which doesn't have any connections. Also we have the hash, so we can just copy paste it in the EDR. So it is running a con host. This is pretty much usual business. It is running ping. Okay, so maybe in this case the hacker specifically calls back home. Maybe the hacker has a C2, maybe the IP is 10.10.5.6 maybe. So if it does do that, we can immediately see that 10.10.5.6 is a malicious IP, and we can immediately go ahead and block that particular IP from the EDR. Then we can see zzip exe is involved in this, so we can create a custom query such that if the process name or the target process name has zzip in it, or the hash is equal to this one, we can also say that the command line contains this one. So it is doing it, it is saying everything that it is doing. So you can see that procdump.exe, it is probably trying to extract procdump.exe, then it is running procdump.exe, and here is the hash. You can directly block that out. So yep, you can see the command line. You can also put that in the custom query where lsats.exe is targeted. Same again, there is a ping involved, again zzip, maybe it's trying the same thing multiple times. So yeah, that's the purpose of building this Eyeris.exe. So yeah, go ahead and use it. Please do let me know in here. For example, this is my GitHub repository, right? So you can just open a new issue if you see any problems here. If I will try to fix that, you know, with what I've got, but yeah, that is sometimes not possible for me. Anyhow, so that's it. That's my video. That's it about. Okay, I forgot to show you one thing. You can see that the file is in PDF right now. You can again launch it later if you want to. Also, there is this JSON file. If you want to open it, Here it is. Here is the JSON file. If you want that, you can have it right here. You can go to any of these sites that I've wrote. For example, you can go to okay, yep, okay, let's go to JSON crack. So it is possible that you go to jasoncrack.com and go to editor, and here what you can do is, this is a JSON file, right? So I will just copy all the content here, go to this editor, paste this, and let's see what happens. Yep, we have got the same thing. Here it also has a process ID that I have not included in my original code because I didn't feel the need to, because we cannot have anything in a custom query that is pertinent to PIDs. Anyhow, you can see the same thing right here as well. So yeah, I have opened up a lot of extra features like this, so you are not stuck with my only implementation. Anyhow, that's it. Goodbye. And if you just press enter, I think it will go away. So that's for my video. Thank you for watching. I think this tool will be in some kind of a use for some analysts around the world. Thank you. Goodbye.